All right, hockey fans, good day, good afternoon. It is the 2024 Burning Leaves Tournament, sponsored by or hosted by Paul Smith College. This first game, we have we'll pause for the announcements.
I mean, the same Jefferson Community College Pioneers. Here are today's starting lineups. First, for Hofstra, starting with the Vince. Pitzer. Defense, number 37, Chris Volpino. Starting at home, number 16, James Von Aaron. At forward, number 11, Matthew Matarazzo. At forward, number 22, Matt Casola. And starting goal, number 35, Spiro Margolis. And the head coach of the Hofstra, Wayne Kennedy. And now the starting lineup for Jefferson Community College. Starting on the Jets, number 2, James Reynolds. On the bench, number 6, Russell Eric. At home, number 8, Mark Sullivan. At home, number 10, Owen Van Rockland. At home, number 61, Tanner Esposito. Everything said by their member for recruiting other Donald. The head coach of Jefferson College, Michael Lee. Jefferson speaks out at referees Ryan Seniors and Colorado, a linesman Joe Hall. This time, the ICT goes well to the and the Winter Caps. As a common related to there, the game for our national anthem.
Well, and there you have it, the starting lineup for both teams as well as our national anthem. We are just seconds away from puck drop. Please note that if you subscribe, then you can communicate with me and we can have a nice two-way dialogue. It's the beauty of the internet and why I enjoy streaming on YouTube, so we can have that communication. Please feel free to shout out to me if I'm doing something wrong, if I say your player's name incorrectly, or you just want to know my favorite cookie recipe. Willing to share right here from Saranac Lake Civic Center. First game of the 2024 Burning Leaves Tournament, hosted by Paul Smith's College. The visiting team in the yellow sweaters going from left to right. The Hofstra University Pride coming up all the way from Uniondale, New York on Long Island. And the home team in the white sweaters, Jefferson Community College, coming all the way from Watertown, New York. Faceoff is pulled back to the Hofstra end of the zone. Hofstra bringing this out into the neutral zone. Pass across over to Matt Cosola. Cosola dumps this puck in. Puck grabbed initially by JCC. Trying to get that puck out. Bounce pass off the boards to get it out into the neutral zone for Tanner Esposito. Espo dumps that puck in. Not able to catch up to a puck played around by Spiro Markoulis, the goaltender. And that gets flicked up and hits the ceiling. What a nice young man playing that puck, handing that puck right to the official. That was Dylan Kinzer, who did not realize just how high up the roof may actually have been. Yeah, that seems to take away some background noise, doesn't it? There's a face-off to the left side of Markoulis. Puck brought out into the neutral zone. Rook with it. Rook dumps that puck in, goes back behind the net. Out into the corner. Puck tied up against the boards. Owen Bismarck had it for a second. Puck comes up along the boards. Out into the neutral zone for Jack Mills. Sent out in front of the goal, and that's going to get covered up by Spiro Markoulis. Might be the easiest save he has of the day. Maybe. We don't know. We'll find out. Give us a face-off on the glove side of Markoulis. Puck pulled back. JCC not able to hold that in. Coming out with this puck is number 89, Nico Buglione. And it goes in. It goes in. How did that make it in there? Let's see. Was I able to catch that replay? Oh, no, I was not. My apologies. I'll get the next one, I promise. Oh, my God. All right. Here we are. What was it? 8 from somebody. Oops, sorry about that. Well, it is 1-0 in favor of Hofstra. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. I'm doing better now. Face off to the right side of Lenny Dormio. Puck sent around on the near side, up into the neutral zone, and that gets dumped in, and that's an icing as that puck got flung in by Miles Hughes. Face off will come all the way back down by Mr. Dormio. So 1-0, Hofstra leads. Face off to the left side of Lenny. Puck brought back behind the net by Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy taking that puck up on the far side. Passed out into the neutral zone, spinning around trying to get it. Sam Stone. Stone can't hold it. Puck brought in, though. Now Sam's got it. Stone shot, misses, goes wide right, up, held in at the point by Carson Bear. Bear fires this in into the slot, gets blocked and picked up by Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer coming in on the left side. Kinzer wrapping around back behind the goal. Out in front, and he goes down. Kinzer down in the slot. Puck picked by Jimmy Reynolds. Reynolds gives it to Stone. Sam Stone coming in. Shot. Save made by the goaltender, Spiro Markoulis. And this puck comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Pass back up for Hofstra. Hofstra pass over to the left side, and James Van Aaron not able to catch it. JCC errantly able to get that out into the neutral zone, but in the neutral zone it goes. Now it comes right back again. Matt Casola with it. Casola passes it up to Van Aaron. Van Aaron at the hash marks. Sends his puck up to the point. Fired in by Mazar. Who's that? Matarazzo's. Fired in by Matarazzo. And we got ourselves a whistle and a face-off. Face-off being taken by Matarazzo. Won by JCC Owen Eversole. Eversole trying to get that puck out, not able to. Held in at the point, fired in, goes back behind the net, now sent up along the boards. Grab by Owen Eversole. Eversole all the way across the neutral zone. Passes this puck over for Connor Lamb. Lamb sends this in. Battle for it on the far side. Eversole trying to send it to the corner for Lamb. Comes right back to him. Now he pops it up, goes over the end line. Picked up by Hofstra's Nick Aloizo. Sends this around to the hash mark. Centering pass. Drop down. Jacob Amadon grabs this puck out of the air. Sends this into deep. Eversole with it at the corner. Eversole going back into the trapezoid. He gets hit by Aloisio. And here comes Hofstra, popping his puck out into the neutral zone. Little too far, goes to Nate Van Wee. Van Wee fires it across for Kellen Duffy. Duffy back behind the net for Van Wee. Van Wee loses it at the corner. Puck comes up at the point and able to get out into the neutral zone. That gets dumped in, chasing after Connor Lamb. Not going to get to it in time. That's going to be an icing. And we'll bring that face-off all the way back down to the JCC end of the arena. 15:57 to go in this opening period. Hofstra leads 1-0. Face-off won by Hofstra. Rook sends this in back behind the goal. Battle for it there. Oh, look at those handsome collegiate men. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Pushed forward by Tanner Esposito and taken control of by, no, it's not. Goes into the corner. Esposito going after it. Swings that stick around to put it in a deep grab by Brock Spalding. Spalding going for the wraparound. Shot nothing. Goes on the side of the net. Puck grab by Danny McArdle. McArdle sends us up along the boards. Hustling. Michael Occhipinti trying to hold that in. Did momentarily. Puck gets passed out to Rook. Touched by Rook before the center line. And they're going to wave the icing off. Rook going after it. First one to it. Owen Van Brocklin. Owen passes this up. This ricochets its way out to Tanner Esposito. Here comes Espo over the blue line, flicking at a head, but he's getting played on by Jordan Cox. Wrapped up along the boards, sent all the way around far side, going over to play at Nico Buglione. Buglione takes this out into the neutral zone himself. Loses it, turned over, regains control, rips that puck in, and he's going to go get himself a breather. Well earned. Puck coming out from behind the goal, taken out by Michael Occhipinti, passes it up along the boards, turned back by Camden Kelly in the trapezoid. Now at the far corner, pushing that puck around on the far side. I believe that's Carson Barrett. Passes it out into the middle. Shot taken by Owen Van Brocklin. Gets deflected off the leg of a defender. Corralled in the trapezoid by Camden Kelly. Kelly sends this up, held in at the point, goes back to the trap. Now it's flicked up high off the boards, out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Jimmy Reynolds. Reynolds, a D-to-D pass, out into the middle, just misses Jack Mills. Hofstra getting that out, grabbed by Reynolds. Jimmy fires this in, goes in deep, back to the trapezoid again, picked up by Danny McArdle, fires it around at the half boards. Taken over by Jack Mills. Mills passes back to the defense. D-to-D pass. Jimmy Reynolds with it. Sends us up along the boards. Gets returned back out into the neutral zone. And Jack Mills corrals it at his end of the ice. Passes it off to Jimmy. Jimmy tries to do a short pass. And somehow it made its way to Owen Bismarck. Bismarck turns and rips it in at the trapezoid. Picked up by Danny McArdle. McArdle goes to the corner. Sends his back over onto the near corner. Flicked out high by James Van Aaron. Goes into the neutral zone and stolen by JCC. Quint Carey over the blue line into the offensive end. And that just gets slapped at by Spiro Markoulis. Out in front. Oh, and Miles Hughes not able to pull the trigger. Coming back with it. Matt Matarazzo passes, shot off, pass off. Puck, shot, save, made. Comes all the way out, center point position, picked up by Sam Stone. Stone going in over the blue line, fires that one, goes over the goalie. Nate Van Wee, centering pass, goes to Hofstra. Hofstra turns his puck back and stolen back again. Sam Stone had it for a moment. Now it's sent out along the boards into the neutral zone. It goes, and that's going to get picked up by the JCC defense. Pass out into the neutral zone for Sam Stone. Stone brings it back into his end. Pass up along the boards for Hughes. Miles touches this in, goes all the way down over the end board. End line, I mean. Weinbar gets tripped. Nobody's going to call it. Puck comes out for Hofstra. Matt Casola fires out on net. Save made, Lenny Dormio. Now here's a instant replay that I saved. That's just after the trip. Coming down along the far side, cutting over the blue line, winds up, takes that shot, and I'm a little late moving that camera over. It'll get better next games. I'll have some assistance on the camera. There's a shot from the point and a goal! Chris Del Panino! You can see this replay here. There it is, right off the face-off. It's what dreams are made of. So Hofstra goal scored by number... that got touched on the boards. Hofstra goal scored by number 37, Chris Del Panino, assisted by number 4, Jacob Rook. 37 from 4. Del Panino from 4 from 9. Jordan Cox must have taken that face-off. So 37 from 4 from 9. Del Panino from Rook from Cox. Time of the Hofstra University Pride goal, 7:40. And here comes the Pride. Fires that from the just crossing over the blue line, and that's a glove save by Lenny Dormio. Face off picked up by JCC. Quinn Carey sends this into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Dean Rosa. Rosa fires this forward. Turned back by JCC. Picked up by Jacob Brook. Brook rips that in. Carson Barrett grabs it. Fires this back behind the goal. That comes dancing across the slot off the far side. Jordan Cox grabs it, sends this into the trapezoid. Back behind the goal, Jimmy Reynolds to pick that puck up. Sends this over along the sideboards. Coming out with this puck now is Owen Bismarck. Bismarck shot fired, save made. Rebound goes over to the corner. Putting a body on it. Quinn Carey, puck leaks out, and that's taken by Nico Buglione. Buglione moves this forward, crosses the line, dumps that puck in, goes off for a change. Puck goes all the way to the far corner. Puck makes its way up to Quinn Carey. Carey passes over for Jack Mills. Mills, hard time catching that pass and went behind him. Hofstra turns this back the other way, hustling in after it. It's at 27, Dylan Kinzer. Puck grabbed in front of the goal by JCC, moved up into the neutral zone, turned over. Hofstra dumps his puck in, goes into the trapezoid. Jimmy Reynolds grabs it, fires this hard off the boards, makes its way out to Chris Cuolo. Chris Colo. Got some phonetic spellings here. They don't all fit on one page, though. Michael Acapinti from the corner sends this across. It's loose out in front, and this puck makes its way out to the blue line, and that's out in the neutral zone. Taken back by Tanner Esposito. Esposito passes puck across into the neutral zone, grabbed by Hofstra. Hofstra dropped this pass back to Danny McCardle. I saw Danny McCardle warming up before the game here. He was talking to his mom. What a good boy. We told his mom, "Hi, Mrs. McCardle. I'm assuming that you found the YouTube channel because I'm the one that told it to you." In a weird sort of way. I was setting up my goalie cameras when I saw Danny getting his stuff together. All right, Danny McCardle from Long Beach. I'm actually from Massapequa Park on Long Island myself. Here's Tanner Esposito on the sideboard. Pass comes out, grabbed by Brock Spalding. He backhands it, goes wide of the net, picked up by, held by JCC, fired in, save, rebound. Gets knocked free, comes out by the point. Out in the neutral zone. Here's Danny McCardle now. McCardle coming over on the right side, shot and a save by Lenny Dormio. You can see this transition in the neutral zone as McCardle steals this puck. Puck gets swatted out. I thought it was going to be a shot on net. It wasn't. Loose at the corner, flicked out into the neutral zone area for McCardle. Takes that shot and right into the belly, though, of Lenny Dormio. Here's a face-off to the left side of Lenny. Won by James, or not James Venerin, by Hofstra. Venerin takes that shot. Weinbard with this puck, loses it in the neutral zone. Where is it? It's beneath the boards. I can't see it. There it is. Grabbed by Hofstra behind their own goal. Chris Del Panino sends this up along the boards for Matt Matarazzo. Sends this all the way across, picked up by James Venerin. We got a delayed penalty against JCC, and they finally touch it up, and it's going to be a hooking call. It's a hooking penalty on number 5, Miles Hughes. So Jefferson Community College penalty, number 5, Miles Hughes, 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 5, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 11:14. It's a Hofstra Pride power play. There's a shot. And that goes into the glove of Lenny Dormio. Here's a faceoff, goes back behind the net. battle for it up along the boards. I'm sorry, not Nick. That's Nate Van Wee. Just wanted to hold on to that puck as long as he can. DDD pass, point to point. McCardle over 1T, over, ring the post. Along the half boards, James Veneri can't keep it in. This gets out. McCardle's going to chase that puck down. Coming in to keep him honest, Owen Van Brocklin. Puck comes up to Van Aaron. Van Aaron drops it behind him for Kinzer. Kinzer takes it across. He's being challenged by Owen. Stepping up, more JCC plays. Van Brocklin almost stole that puck from Jordan Cox. Cox sends it into the corner. Kellen Duffy there to play it. Duffy takes his back behind his net. Sends this over into the corner. Jimmy Reynolds there. Reynolds trying to burn some time. Puck goes into the trapezoid. Passed out. Now up to the point for Danny McCardle. McCardle fires that in. Makes its way over to Matarazzo. Matarazzo at the side. Looks like the umbrella has been opened. The box is set up for JCC. That comes across. McCall's got to play off his skate. There's a shot. Save made. In the corner, coming around with it. Matarazzo out in front. Sent across. Van Aaron back to McCardle. McCardle shot, and that gets deflected and goes up into the rafters. Falls down on the other side of the glass. Somebody's going to have to get a new biscuit for the faceoff. Here's the face-off to the left side of Lenny Dormio. Hofstra wins the draw, comes over, drops it back for Chris Colo. Chris Colo flings this along the half boards, trying to make it over into the corner for Nick Buglione. Buglione can't get it, and that puck gets dumped down. Actually goes on net. Another save by Spiro Marcolis. Puck sent around, back behind the goal, and that's going to do it. The teams return to even strength. Miles Hughes enters the ice. Puck taken over on the side by Tanner Esposito. He goes down. Hofstra coming out with this puck. Here's Matt Casolo. Casolo to Rook. Rook over the blue line. Stops short at the point position. Loses puck coming back with it the other way. Brock Spalding winds up shot low. Glove save. Spiro Markoulis. Was an ugly battle, an ugly turnover in the neutral zone there. I thought Rook was going to take that in, get stopped. Cole coming back the other way. Spalding winds up shot, but not going to get that by Spiro Markoulis. They've tried lulling him to sleep with a couple of easy ones. Spalding not able to send that one home. Acapinti fires that in, saves Spalding. Puck goes over along the side. Sam Stone sends this into the trapezoid. Owen Eversole couldn't catch it. Hofstra trying to pull this puck out. Frank Fezza at the half boards. Not able to hold it. Puck sent around. Sam Stone trying to catch it. Not look like he was looking over his shoulder. Center point position fired in. That got tipped. Goes off the glass. Drop down centering. Attempted. And that's going to get held onto by Spiro Markoulis. Yeah, a little goalie trick of the glove there to scoop that puck up. They make it look so easy. I've tried playing goalie. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think you got to be mostly psychotic to do it, which is why I thought that might be the position for me. Picking that puck up off the ice, difficult. There's a pad save, rebound, knocked all the way out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Acapinti. Acapinti passes this puck over to Carson Barrett. Barrett crisscross to Jack Mills. Mills catches that pass over the blue line, centering pass. No, it's on net. He was hoping, I think, that Bismarck was going to catch up to it, put a little more oomph onto it. There's a shot fired across the slot, held in by Mills. Acapinti centering pass, and that is saved by Spiro Markoulis. Lots of movement going on with this puck play here by JC. That centering pass, though, right in a slot shot. Just not able to get enough on it to beat Markoulis. Face off to the left side of Spiro. Won by JCC. Defense can't get to it. They have to come all the way back in their end of the neutral zone. Pass that puck up. Dumped in by Quinn Carey. Played by Dean Rosa of Hofstra, though. Center out. Stolen shot. Save made. Spiro Markoulis. Quinn Carey right there. Look at this turnover. Spiro's going to have some words for his defense and offense. His center during this intermission coming up in just 5 minutes. But what a terrible, you don't want to turn that puck over there. Off the face-off, fired in by Owen Bismarck, goes high over the crossbar. That gets ripped all the way around behind the net by Hofstra. Jack Mills fires this towards the goal, blocked, though, by Nick Aloisio. I said that wrong. Aloisio. There you go. That makes more sense. Here's Bismarck coming in. A nice hookage there by Criscolo, I think. No, I'm sorry. That was Nick Aloisio. Dean Rosa going in back into the trap, so it sends his puck up on the near side. Fired out by Royce Dixon-Child. Oh, turned back over in the neutral zone. And that's going to be a penalty against JCC. And we're going to have ourselves another power play for Hofstra. It's the location of the hit. He hit him right along the boards. He hit him from behind. So that was the location that they didn't like. So Jefferson Community College penalty, number 19, Owen Bismarck, 2-minute minor for a hit from behind. Number 19, 2 minutes, hit from behind. Time of the minor penalty, 15:34, and it's a Hofstra Pride power play. JCC gets that out, rips it on net. Markoulis hands it off to Danny McCardle. McCardle comes out from behind his net, trying to stay wide of Van Brocklin. Out skating him over the blue line, goes into the corner, looking. There's nobody there to pass to, not cleanly anyway. Puck comes around on the near side, grab by Kinzer, and not able to hold it in. And that's a high stick. Cox, I mean, he Statue of Liberty that with his stick to knock it down, and then he played it. He must have known that was going to be a whistle, and a whistle it is. That'll bring the faceoff down to the Hofstra end with 1:20 to go in the power play. 3:46 to go in the period. Hofstra leads 2-0. Face-off pulled to the boards by Owen Van Brocklin, picked up by McCardle. McCardle goes behind his net, sends this back to the corner for Matarazzo. Matarazzo had a hard time holding it, sends this back to Van Aaron behind the net. Van Aaron over the blue line in the offensive end, looking for somebody to pass to, sends it across too far behind Matarazzo. Matarazzo over to Van Aaron. Van Aaron shot, save Lenny Dormio. Rebound comes up to the point. McCardle fires this forward for Van Aaron. Now with it is Matarazzo. Matarazzo at the point position, sends this into the corner for Jordan Cox. Cox trying to put it out in front. Now it's, nice stick check to pull that puck back. Sends this on net, and it's a goal scored. James Van Aaron. So it's a power play goal for Hofstra. I don't know what the conversation is, but let's watch this on the instant replay. That was pretty. And, well, looks like they figured out what to do while we were there. But you saw it briefly. So Hofstra Pride power play goal scored by number 16, James Van Aaron, assisted by number 9, Jordan Cox. 16 from 9, Van Aaron from Cox. Time of the Hofstra Pride power play goal, 16:59. Hofstra with this puck in deep, comes all the way across far side, grabbed by Cox. Cox sends this up to the point position for Kinzer. Kinzer skates up, passes across for Van Aaron. Van Aaron can't hold it. Weinbach grabs it. Weinbach coming out with this puck now. Cameron, centering pass, 1T, taking Sam Stone wide left. Puck move forward in the neutral zone, battle for it. Kinzer tries pulling it back. Weinbar almost stole it. Kinzer fires this all the way across. Grabbed on the far side by Carson Barrett. He dumps this in for the icing. Almost got touched by Danny McCardle. 1:44 to go in this opening period. Oh, nope, we got a roughing penalty. I'm sorry. I thought he iced it. Yeah, McCardle touched it. So Hofstra penalty, number 27, Dylan Kinzer. 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 27, 2 minutes rough. Time of the minor penalty, 18-16. And it's a Jefferson Community College power play. Umbrella is open. Puck passed over to Carson Barrett. Barrett tries setting this up for Quinn Carey. Carey couldn't catch it. Puck goes in the corner. Pass comes out to Carey at the hash mark. All the way across 1T. The swung on and missed. Jack Mills couldn't complete the one-timer on the back door. Puck gets sent all the way down the length of the ice by Hofstra. Corralled by Carson Barrett. Nope, Sam Stone. Stone weaving. Nope, Carson Barrett. I was right. Barrett winds up. Shot, save made. 1 minute of play to go in this first period. Swing and duffed by Bismarck. This comes out. No high stick on that one. Carson Barrett back to pick it up. Barrett grabs this puck, goes to his trapezoid. We'll take a look from Barrett's point of view. He's going to let Bismarck bring that up. Bismarck stopped cold by Matt Casola. Sends this up along the half boards. Casola with it. Casola into the trapezoid, battling against Bismarck. Bismarck wins that battle, gives this puck over to Weinbar. Weinbar, less than 20 seconds to go, misplays that puck at the blue line. Blue line stole it. Owen Bismarck picks this puck up, passes it all the way across on the far side in the defensive end. Over the center line, Carson Barrett rips this in, misses everything, even the broadside of the barn. Bismarck shot fired low, save made. Spiro Markoulis. And that's going to do it. At the end of one period of play, the Hofstra Pride lead the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers by a score of 3-0. We'll be back and with some first period wrap-ups, potentially, if I can get that information. And, yeah, in the meantime, here's a word from our sponsors. All right. Welcome back, hockey fans. Intermission is just about over. First period, shots on goal. Jefferson Community College with 12. Hofstra University with 10 shots on goal. And yeah, we don't need that up any higher. That was too loud, wasn't it? Okay. Goals scored in the first period, 3 goals, all by Hofstra. First goal at 1:14, scored by number 4, Jacob Rook, assisted by number 89, Nico Buglione. Hofstra's second goal, scored at 7:40 of the first period, scored by number 37, Chris Del Panino, assisted by Jacob Rook from Jordan Cox. And the third goal at 16:59, scored by James Van Aaron, assisted by Jordan Cox. And here we go. Second period underway. Faceoff comes all the way down to the JCC end of the ice. And they're not doing anything fun with it. And Kinzer is released from the box. The teams return to even strength. Owen Bismarck takes his puck at center ice, loses it, taken control by number 27. Oh, wrong team. Dylan Kinzer, right out of the box. Puck comes up. McCardle passes that puck over to his defensive pair. Now it's sent up. Turned over to Kellen Duffy. Duffy sends it across off the boards. Turned back by Jacob Rook. Doesn't get very far. Nate Van Wee's trying to send this out and does. Van Wee clears this. And no icing. Waved off. Puck picked up by Danny McCardle. McCardle goes back behind the goal. Sends this up. Stopped by JCC at the center line, but not for very long. Owen Bismarck takes his puck away. Jordan Cox on his tail. Bismarck over the blue line. Bismarck in deep at the corner. Loses that puck. Gets ripped around by Hofstra. There's a hit put on there, and coming out with this puck is Buglione. Buglione over the blue line. Dumps his puck in. Chasing it down, Jimmy Reynolds on the far side. Takes this back into the trapezoid. Sends this over Buglione's stick to get it to Quinn Corey. Corey gets it to Bismarck. Bismarck over the blue line. Tries getting that shot off. Gets blocked, though, by Robert Criscolo, excuse me. McCardle backhands it behind the net for Criscolo. Criscolo sends his long pass all the way up to Buglione. Stays on side. Gets the shot on goal. And that's going to get covered up by Lenny Dormio as he needs to take a breath after that one. That was a nice, quick play by Hofstra. Getting that shot off on goal. Puck makes its way out into the neutral zone. Sam Stone with it. Oh, loses it. This is a little too far in front. Hofstra running into each other while JCC's trying to check up on sides. Nice backhand pass to Casola. Casola sends this towards the goal, goes back behind the net into the corner, picked up by Kinzer. Kinzer sends this up along the boards for the point. Van Aaron's got to come back into the neutral zone to play it. That's an offsides as Matt Casola caught that pass before he exited the zone. He wanted to come out, but he didn't. So I don't know if you guys can hear or not, but I'm getting a little bit of static on my end. Let me know if you can hear the static or not. Then I'll know. Owen Van Brocklin taking the faceoff for JCC. He pull that puck back to Acapinti or not? I don't know. But Michael Acapinti with the puck now. Acapinti off the boards, trying to get that out for Spalding. Makes its way into the neutral zone. Picked up by Tanner Esposito. Esposito leaves it for Van Brocklin. Fires out wide right. Van Brocklin in the corner, getting wrapped up with Chris Del Pepino. Puck comes loose. There's a shot taken. Comes out to the point position. Acapinti trying to keep that puck in. Comes out. Brock couldn't get it. Casola takes this over the blue line into the offensive end. He gets hit by Owen Van Brocklin. Puck comes free. Nate Van Wee tried holding it, couldn't, loses it. Hofstra has it. Matt Matarazzo sends us across the slot. Misses. There's a hard shot taken up by Chris Del Panino, excuse me. Del Panino again. Softer shot. This one goes on net. See, softer shot on net is better than a hard shot that misses by a mile. Save made by Lenny Dormio, 16:35. As you can see, looks like there's two clocks. Dean Rosa in to take the draw for Hofstra. Squares off against Bismarck. Bismarck pulls this puck back to Jimmy Reynolds. Reynolds moves this up, gets sent across. Frank Fezza after it. Fezza fires this on the net, sticked into the corner by Lenny Dormio. Out for Jack Mills. Mills touches this into the neutral zone, picked up by Owen. Bismarck moving up with this puck. Quinn Carey going with them. Bismarck fires this back to Carey in the trap, so it sends us up to the top of the slot. Shot and a goal! Kellen Duffy. And JCC is on the board. Let's watch that on the replay real quick. I forgot who passed that puck up to him. And it was number 20, Quinn Carey. JCC with that puck now, feeling a little more confident. Always helps when you get a goal. Miles Hughes battling for that puck, leaks out. Cameron Weinbar with it, across slot shot, blocked in front. Comes to center point, passed over onto the right point, and Kellen Duffy sends this in deep to have his team go to work. That is missed at the point. That comes all the way back. Duffy hustling back to make a play on that puck. Thank you, Amy. You know, I was hoping you were going to make the drive out here. Kellen Duffy in, loses that puck at the hash mark. Puck pulled out. Hofstra grabs this, nudges it forward. Pass made to Fezza. Frank Fezza from the hash mark sends this across. That gets slowed down by Sam Stone, avoiding a Jacob Brooks shot. This puck comes out into neutral. Danny McCardle fires it, goes off the foot of Jacob Rook. Almost made it into their own bench. There's a shot blocked by Carson Barrett. Sam Stone shot low, save made. Spiro Markoulis. That puck gets cleared out, no icing. Dormio's going to play on it. Dormio fires this up into the neutral zone for Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar pops this puck forward, played by Danny McCardle. McCardle rips it around back behind his net. Tanner Esposito over there, braces for the hit from Jacob Rook. Puck gets fired in. There's a high stick, and that's going to be a face-off in the zone. That one was by McCardle. He was trying to bat that out of the air, and he was going for a home run. There's a shot, save made. Hofstra holding that puck in. JCC trying to pull that puck out. Carson Barrett goes down, and he takes out a Hofstra player. That's a trip if I saw one. Brock Spalding bringing that puck in. He loses it. Hofstra coming back out. Backhand blocked by Cox. Stepping up is McCardle. That puck makes its way kind of onto net. I can't tell. Knocked back behind the goal on the far side. JCC, there's a breakout pass that becomes a... Why wasn't that icing? So it's going to be a delayed penalty, I think. Delayed penalty against Hofstra, I think. Are we? I don't know what happened. So the face-off is in the middle, which normally means the official made an error. That I can believe. The error is human. Puck is on the rail, drops off the rail. So there's the announcement of the goal. They didn't have Kellen on their copy of the roster for some reason, but I assure you he's there. So Spiro Markoulis holds on to that puck for the faceoff. JCC wins that draw. Shot taken by Kellen. And that gets blocked. Coming back with it is the other number 11, Matt Matarazzo. He turns this puck over, picked up by Quinn Carey. Carey fires this across. Owen Bismarck brings this in, goes into the trapezoid with that puck. Bismarck in the corner, sends it back behind for Quinn Carey. Carey loses that puck, taken away by Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer passes puck up for Van Aaron. Van Aaron up over the blue line, loses it, but Casola right there dumps that puck in for Van Aaron to go to work. Kellen Duffy back there making sure that he does work for it. Puck gets sent around by Hofstra, picked up by Kinzer in the neutral zone, rips this into the far corner, drops down at the base of the board, speared at by Kellen Duffy, but taken away by Van Aaron. Van Aaron back to Kinzer. Kinzer trying to find a slot. Can't. Van Aaron coming over to block Quinn Carey from stepping up on Kinzer to take that puck away. Puck sent in all the way around. Fire from that point, misses the goal. Back behind, Kinzer steps up at the hash mark with it. He gets hit by Jimmy Reynolds. Puck comes free, picked up by Van Aaron. Van Aaron sends this in deep. Tried to backhand it out by Brendan Yerks. Can't get it to anybody, and that puck gets deflected, goes up and hits the roof. Almost got caught on an I-beam. So it went off a JCC player, so the faceoff will be in the JCC zone. 11:35 to go in this second period. Joseph Schnatter taking a face-off for Hofstra. Face-off won by Owen Bismarck. Taken behind the net by Kellen Duffy. Duffy bringing that up into the neutral zone. Duffy hits the blue line, dumps it in, and boy, is he happy to see his bench. He's going off for a breather. Hofstra trying to come out with this puck at the blue line. Schnatter sends his forward, turned over. Nate Van Wee grabs it. Van Wee going back behind his goal. Coach Van Wee, if you're listening, hello and how do you do? Good luck in your games tomorrow. My son plays for Coach Van Wee. Looks like everybody missed that one. It's an icing. That'll bring the faceoff back down by Lenny Dormio. 11-0 to go here in the second period. 3-1 is the score for Hofstra as they lead JCC. Of course, that's the worst lead to have in hockey. You might as well just give JCC a 4-3 lead right now. Here's the faceoff. Back and forth. Grabbed by Jacob Rook, fires this behind the goal on the near side. Sam Stone picks it up, sends this high. McCardle grabs it and slaps it back in. Like a fly off a fly swatter. That puck goes back around behind the net on the far side, picked up by Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar sends this across for Stone. Stone coming up past the Weinbar in the middle, and he gets ridden by Robert Criscolo. Puck taken away. Hofstra has it. Looks like Jordan Cox weaving his way in. Centering pass. There's a shot deflected to the side by Carson Barrett. Nice defense. McCardle, no look. Centering pass. Nobody there. Stepping up. Rook. Soft pass to Cox into the middle. And he misses it on the near side. Sam Stone picks up that puck. Gives it to Weinbar. Cameron back to Stone. No. Gives it up to Miles Hughes. Couldn't finish. That puck fired in. Misses on the near side. Grabbed by number 6, Carson Barrett. Turned back by Hofstra. Comes back to Barrett. Barrett Pass this puck over to Acapinti. Acapinti sends this in deep, picked up by Criscolo. Criscolo sends this around, makes its way into the middle for Brendan Yerkes. Brendan Yerkes. Now passed back and stolen by Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar gets this into the middle, swatted away by Criscolo. And now coming back with it is Brendan Yerkes. Yerkes centering pass gets blocked. Yerkes sends this back up to the point. McCardle winds up shot high off the glass, drops down, picked up by Weinbar. Weinbar tries leading Esposito, leads him too far. Criscolo sends this in too deep, and that's an icing. 9:20 to go in the second period. This faceoff will be next to Spiro Markoulis. Let's see if JCC can get something going here with the puck down at the Hofstra end of the ice. Off the faceoff, puck comes all the way down, played by Lenny Dormio. He flings this high into the air for Jacob Amadon. Amadon catches his pass, plays this over the center line, dumps it in off the boards, going to the corner. Both he and Van Brocklin going in, get to work. Amadon sends this across, just misses Owen. Puck picked up off the boards by Feza. Frank Feza hits the center line, flings that forward. It looks like it hit the official. I don't know. Owen Van Brocklin sends this behind the goal for Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy passes this up, gets its way into the neutral zone. Yerkes tips it away, though. Gives it to McCardle. McCardle passes this all the way across for Kinzer. Kinzer along the boards for Feza. Feza touches it in to the O-zone, and they're going to go off for a change. There's a hard hit back behind the net. Puck gets passed out to Amadon. Amadon didn't catch it, though. He turned and dumped it in. No, he did not. He missed it. Oh, I couldn't tell because, that board was in the way, as well as Casey Garish. Casey looking good in there in an official position, getting ready for his game later at 7:30 when they take on, I forgot, Embry-Riddle, I believe. Can only remember so many things at one time. Rosa from the point, fired, glove save, Lenny Dormio, and he dives on top of that puck to save it like a hungry, hungry hippo. See, this puck comes out at the point for Rosa. He winds up, fires it, gloved, dropped, saved, face-off to the right side of Lenny Dormio. Face-off pushed back to the backboards, picked up by Carson Barrett, sent around onto the far side. Weird bounce off the boards, comes out into the middle. Quinn Carey trying to play on it, turned back. Jack Mills dumps his puck in. Played back behind a trapezoid by Hofstra. Rosa sends it around to the hash mark, caught by Kellen Duffy, and he's not able to keep it. Hofstra sends this through the neutral zone. Carson Barrett's going to chase it down. Carson's got Matt Casola, keeping him honest, forced back into his trapezoid, passes it up, tried to get it for Quinn Carey, missed him though. Rosa grabs it for Hofstra, passes across, stopped by Jack Mills, moves us forward, but James Van Aaron right there. Van Aaron in his own zone passes it up for Matarazzo. Matarazzo, hard time playing it, has to bring that puck back, pass it to Oliozo. Oliozo couldn't keep it, knocked back in by Bismarck. Bismarck at the hash mark has that puck knocked free. Jack Mills pulls this up, backhand over to Bismarck, back to Jack, shot just wide left. There's Bismarck now. There's a shot. Back in the trapezoid, back up on the side, loose. Another shot back behind. What is going on? Puck sent up to the point. Puck back behind. Kellen Duffy with it at the corner. From the point, fired, blocked in front. Bismarck can't get it. Weinbar. No, that's not Weinbar. That's Brock stepping up. Spalding couldn't get a stick on it. Stopped by Duffy. And now that goes out of play. The whole bench ducked out of the way for that one. Let's get a look at those handsome fellas over there on the bench. All you can see is netting. Look at that. Bailey Dan-Dalin. That's my boy, my co-pilot right here. This puck comes all the way back. No icing. Nate Van Wee grabs it. Van Wee, long pass up. Oh, gets cut off, though. Blocked by Matarazzo. And Van Wee, it looked like he just threw Brendan Yerkes' stick. Yeah, the ref doesn't like what he's seeing developing, so he blows his whistle. So minor penalties. Hofstra, number 95, Christian Moorer, 2 minutes for roughing. JCC, number 2, Jimmy Reynolds, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the minor penalties, 13:51, and it's 4-on-4 hockey. So that means they didn't actually happen at the same time. One happened and then the other. Here's Cameron Weinbar. Shot fired, gets deflected off the stick of McCardle. Drop down. There's a hit along the boards. Coming out with that puck, Brock Spalding. Spalding loses it on the side. Danny McCardle grabs it. McCardle, long pass out for Matt Matarazzo. It was 11 passes over for Van Aaron. Van Aaron moving in. Van Aaron one-on-one. Shot, save, rebound. Cleared over to the side by JCC. What a play. Matarazzo with it at the hash mark. He's in the house, out of the house. Matarazzo passes over to McCardle. McCardle centering pass gets blocked by Nate Van Wee. Tried to get cleared out, held by Matarazzo, even though he jumped. Matarazzo's got Weinbar on him. Matarazzo passes over for Kinzer. Kinzer not able to catch that pass, has to kick it over for himself. Weinbar moves us out to Spalding. Spalding against McCardle, pulls it by him, shot just wide of the net. Puck is loose back behind, grabbed by Spalding. Now Weinbar, Spalding, Weinbar. Cameron moving back over with this puck. One-timer not doing it. In the corner. Puck is between Cameron Weinbar's skates. Now it's next to him. This puck comes out all the way across. The official can't play. He doesn't have a stick. Forgot it at home. Carson Barrett drifts back behind into his trapezoid. Barrett snaps this off the boards for Acapinti. Michael coming up on the near side over the blue line. Michael challenges Andrew. Not Andrew. That is 89, Nick Buglione. Tanner Esposito swings and misses. Nice pick by Jordan Cox. Puck turned back by JCC. Goes right to the stick of Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer whiffs on it, and the teams return to full strength. Esposito shot wide right. Espo picks this up back in the trapezoid. Puck comes loose. Michael Acapinti stepping up. Draws his puck back behind, plays it into the corner, looking for somebody to pass to. He's got nobody. Dylan Kinzer all over him. Kinzer puts him into the boards as Acapinti sends his puck up. Goes right to Jordan Cox. Cox at the blue line, passes puck across. McCardle can't catch it. Carson Barrett does. McCardle rips this around back behind the net. On the near side, Jacob Amadon with it. Amadon sends us along the boards past Nick Buglione. Makes its way down to Chris Colo. Chris Colo sends this up for Cox. Pops into the air. Acapinti to Amadon. Amadon moves this forward. It goes right to Danny McCardle. McCardle serpentining in front of his goal. Gets his puck away. Moves up. Makes it to... let's just wait a second. Let's see who it makes it to. Kellen Duffy moves this forward. Now Amadon has it. Amadon in the offensive end moves his puck to the right, trying to get it around Chris Colo. Can't goes on net, and that gets covered up by Spiro Markoulis. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second period. It is a 3-1 lead for Hofstra. Face off, fired from the point by Kellen Duffy, deflected away. Puck played around back behind. Oh, grabbed by Hofstra, sent all the way across near side. Frank Feza moving up over the blue line. Feza drops this behind him for Schnatter. Schnatter gets hit as he touched that puck. Puck comes back with JCC. Jack Mills passes this forward for Bismarck. Drop pass for Mills and not able to drive that puck in. Brendan Yurts sends this back into the neutral zone. Played there by Jimmy Reynolds. Reynolds sends this into the corner, hustling after it. Nick Aloizo. Aloizo takes this into the trapezoid, sends it around. Gets popped back, though, by Quinn Carey. Loose in front, snapped into the corner. Going after it is Miles Hughes. Schnatter with it. Schnatter sends this along the boards. Puck held in by Kellen Duffy. Played around by Hofstra, and that's going to go all the way. Oh, it got slowed down by the official. Carson Barrett's going to play on it. Barrett coming out with this puck. Over the blue line, advancing forward. Barrett coming around, looking for somebody to pass. Who's got nobody. Puck makes its way up to the point. Chased down by Feza in. Drifting back, backhand, centering pass, gets blocked by JCC, makes its way out into the neutral zone. Matarazzo has it, drops his puck back for Criscolo. Criscolo sends this off the boards down, no icing, stopped by Barrett. Carson Barrett with it, rips this all the way around on the far side, tried to get it to Miles Hughes. Taken away, Owen Bismarck over the blue line, advancing forward. Bismarck coming in, shot, no, nothing. Puck played out into the corner, reaching after it is Criscolo. Last minute of the second period, as told to us by the announcer. This puck comes back into the Pride zone, passed up to Casola. Casola fires, save made, Lenny Dormio. Puck back behind the goal, played around by Duffy. At the hash mark, Matarazzo trying to move it back. Pulled out into the neutral zone by JCC, passed over to Sam Stone. Stone over the blue line, curling around. And he's on the curling house. A moderate hook by Criscolo. Not enough for a whistle, though. And that's stuck on the netting. And we'll have a face-off in the zone. 25.8 seconds to go in the second period. Last second change by the home team. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, Bismarck off, Stone on. Taking a face-off, Cameron Weinbar, El Capitano. Weinbar nudges his puck back. Hofstra takes it away, though. Van Aaron moves it over to the boards, played by Casola. Casola tried ripping it in and all the way around. Weinbar able to get that back out, corralled by Hofstra. They send this back in, and Cameron Weinbar picks this puck up while Hofstra checks up onside. Weinbar over the blue line 6 seconds ago, fires that, goes wide of the net, drops down. Sam Stone can't get it. Danny McCardle's just going to hold it for this period to end. After 2 periods of play, it is 3-1 in favor of Hofstra. We got 1 more period of play as these fine young gentlemen head to the locker rooms for the second intermission. And I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I am the Dan-Dalin of Positive Influence. Please remember to subscribe. Tell all your friends about me. If you're a Hofstra fan, hey, I'm from Long Island. You know, tell somebody that you know that's got a business that they want to sponsor me, because they do. I'm always accepting new sponsors. So thank you very much, and I'll be back 12 minutes for this intermission. All right, hockey fans. Period number 3 about to begin. So, second period, shots on goal. JCC with 8. Hofstra with 8 for totals of 20 and 18. Not necessarily 20 and 14. As you can see in the chat, Len Dormio, the goalie from the net, keeping track of this stuff and texting me or, watching. Goals in the second period, Jefferson Community College at 3:49 of period number 2. Goal scored by number 11, Kellen Duffy, assisted by number 20, Quinn Carey. And that's the only goal in the second period. So Hofstra, 3 goals in the first. JCC, 1 goal in the second. Whatever will occur in the third. Well, that official's ready. Scorers ready. Goalies are ready. And here we go. Period number 3. Face-off won by JCC. Puck pulled back. Jimmy Reynolds moves it up along the boards. Stopped by Chris Del Panino. Jimmy with it. Jimmy backhands this up onto the far boards. JCC trying to drive that puck forward. Stopped at the blue line. Jumped in. JCC. Jack Mills checks up on sides. Puck played by Chris Del Panino. Panino sends this out into the middle. Grabbed by Quinn Carey. Dumps this in. Off the corner. Played by the goaltender, Spiro Markoulis. Sent around on the near side. Coming up, Matt Matarazzo. Moves this into the neutral zone. Pass across for Casola. Casola had to play it off the boards as he missed catching that pass behind him. It would have been a really fancy catch, though, had he pulled it off. JCC coming out from their trapezoid. Moving up with it. Nick Van Wee hits the blue line, dumps his puck in, chases after it. Over the inline centering pass. Bismarck not able to get there in time. Puck pushed away by Kinzer. Held in by Jack Mills at the blue line. Bismarck wrapped up with Matarazzo. Bismarck coming out, trying to move this against the side, away from Casola, and we're going to have a penalty there. So Owen Bismarck, JCC penalty, number 19, a 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 19, Owen Bismarck, 2 minutes, trip. Time of the minor penalty, 1:20, and it's a Hofstra Pride power play. Here's the faceoff, won by Hofstra. Jacob Rook pulls his puck back. Rook with it, looking, sends this all the way across on the far side for Casola. Casola being chased away. Puck fired in by Criscolo, and that gets held onto by Lenny Dormio for the faceoff. 1:44 to go in the PK for JCC. 18:24 to go in the game. Hofstra leads 3-1. Hofstra is 1 for 4 on the power play. Hofstra lets that Criscolo goes down. Rook comes over to help out. Puck gets cleared out by number 8. There's a shot, and where is it? It is saved. Brock Spalding. So I couldn't think of Brock's name. Number 8 to me was last year. Number 8 was the goal scorer for all of AAU Division III is Zach Blevins, and I've watched Zach Blevins play hockey since he was like 7 years old, and he's always been number 8. And he was 8 last year. So to see Brock Spalding wearing the 8 now, I just have to remember it's not Zach. Van Aaron trying to get that puck out, held in by Owen Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin moving around along the goal, coming around on the side. And sitting on it, saving that puck, saving that shot, Spiro Markoulis. And conversation ensues. So we'll have a face-off to the left side of Markoulis. Weinbar for the draw, pulls this puck back to Nate Van Wee. Van Wee sends us towards the corner. Remember, JCC is shorthanded, so that guy wasn't there. Dylan Kinzer takes his puck back around behind his net, skating fast, gets by Weinbar, going up on the left side, goes in, is going too fast. Couldn't stop to take the shot. Kinzer drops his puck off of Danny McCardle. Grabbed by JCC. Carson Barrett fires his puck across. On net, just misses Nate Van Wee. Couldn't tip that in. Tanner Esposito knocks us into the slot. Shot, Weinbar. Save made by Spiro Markoulis. Battle for that puck in the corner. Esposito can't get it. Cox leaves it for Mazzarato. Mazzarato coming out with this puck. Mazzarato over the blue line. Stops at the half board, dumps that puck in. Van Aaron with it. Van Aaron sends this back out to the point for Rosa. Rosa back to Van Aaron. Van Aaron sends this around behind the net for Matarazzo. Matarazzo misses that puck. Danny McCardle has to play it, and the Cannoneers return to full strength. Rosa can't keep that in. It comes out. Here comes Weinbar. Cameron Weinbar in shot. Rebound. Puck drops up, pops up. It's on the back of the net. Oh, Bismarck thought he had it. Wanted to take his time, and it was too much time, and not able to get his stick on that puck. In the neutral zone, Kellen Duffy dumps his puck back in. Grabbed by Dean Rosa in the corner, goes back behind in his trapezoid, sends this back behind to McCardle. Danny McCardle tries hustling it out, stopped by Duffy. Duffy moves up at the hash mark. Puck grabbed by, I think that's Schnatter. Turn back to Rosa. Dean Rosa is going to try again to get this puck out. Jack Mills had it for a second, comes free. Puck grabbed by Duffy. Duffy guarding that along the board, sends this up, and it's stopped by Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer, puck handling, takes his puck, fires it forward, and that's an icing, as that was not touched by anybody at the red line or later. 15:35 to go. Lots of time for JCC, but not too much time. They need to take action. Hofstra needs to control this puck and stop turning it over. And one more goal wouldn't hurt either for him. Owen Van Brocklin taking the faceoff against Jordan Cox. Van Brocklin drives his puck forward. Van Brocklin trying to get it. Cox has got him wrapped up, kicks his puck up, has it on his stick. Cox comes out into the neutral zone. Cox has just got Jimmy in front of him, takes that shot, goes high off the glass, comes all the way around at the point position, swatted back into the middle. Jimmy couldn't grab it. Jordan Cox takes this into the corner. Centering pass gets stolen momentarily by Jacob Amanon. In the corner, Hofstra, Kellen Duffy forces a pass out to the point. That gets fired, deflected off the glass, drops down at the hash mark, picked up by Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy sends this into the neutral zone. There's a big collision against the boards. Puck played on by Spiro Markoulis behind his own net. Sends it up along the near side. Joseph Schnatter sends this out into the neutral zone for O'Brien, 21. Who's that? I have a 21 or an O'Brien. Van Brocklin with a goal! Oh, and down goes the official. And he's going to make one. He's going to get helped up. Let's see if I caught that on the instant replay. Newsbook. Oh, right there. Absolute berry. Number 10 looks like Owen Van Brocklin. And there's a penalty on the play as well. Oh, the goal was Jacob Amidon. I thought it was Owen Van Brocklin that had it. My apologies. Rebound, shot, no goal! I told you that they should just give the lead to JCC because it was 3-1. And we've got a timeout on Hofstra. It is a power play goal for number 9, Cameron Weinbar. And during this timeout, let's take a look at this replay. Boy, I was late getting to it, but right there, Cameron Weinbar, I got there just in a nick of time. His own rebound rips that puck in on the power play. Assisted by number 6, Carson Barrett. So Weinbar from Barrett. Time of the goal, 6:04. And I think sorry, I thought wait, where is it? Never mind. I'll fix that for tomorrow. So it is a 3-3 game now. A whole new game. JCC takes this puck into the Hofstra end. Jordan Cox sends this out into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Kellen Duffy. Duffy drifts back into his own zone. Passes this over to Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy caught in the corner. Tries sending this out. Hofstra runs into themselves. And oh no. That got iced by Owen Van Brocklin. He needed to do a soft touch. He ended up icing the puck. So turned a possession into a face-off in his own zone. So face-off down by Lenny Dormio. There's a draw. Oh, one-timer from the point by Del Panino. Save made. That comes from the other point. Misses, goes into the corner. Stepping up is Feza. Can't keep it in. This puck comes out on the far side. Brock Spalding at the center line loses it in the snow on his skates. Turns and pops that puck into the Hofstra zone. Hofstra clears it out. Dumped back in by Jimmy. Kicked right back out. And that might be no icing. They're going to wave it off because it got kicked. I don't quite get that one. It clearly went off a Hofstra skate, but that's okay. Here's Kellen Duffy skating up. Loses that puck at center ice. Taken away by Nico Buglione. Tried getting that shot off, blocked by Owen Van Brocklin. Puck goes over into the side. Tanner Esposito wrapping up his player. Puck comes free. Espo trying to get it, knocking into Feza against the boards. Puck comes out, and coming out with the puck now is Kellen Duffy. Duffy into the neutral zone. Gets by the elusive center line. Duffy sends that puck into the corner. Grabs that puck in the trapezoid. Skates around on the far side. Duffy still with it at the hash mark. Looking. Sends this into the middle for Miles Hughes. Hughes tries taking that shot. Couldn't get it. Swing and a miss. Miles Hughes. That's strike number 2. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Turn back over. Nate Van Wee with it. Sends this back up for Duffy. Duffy passes this out to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin dumps this puck in. Going after it, Miles Hughes. Hughes and Kinzer. Kinzer puts a hit on Weinbar-ish. Dean Rosa back behind the net. Centering pass by Weinbar gets deflected off of Markoulis' stick, comes out into the neutral zone. Frank Fezzik gets tripped. Nobody's going to call that one. Oh, yeah, he is there. There's another referee. Oh, and they're going to call a hook on somebody else. And I don't know what Carson Barrett was doing just there. He tried hooking a jock, it looked like. I probably shouldn't have said that. So 2 minor penalties on JCC. Number 8, Brock Spalding, 2-minute minor for hooking. And then number 15, Nate Van Wee, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the 2 minor penalties, 8:28, and it's a 5-on-3 power play for Hofstra. And that puck gets taken away by Weinbar, not able to keep it for very long. Danny McArdle takes it back. Weinbar better get back on defense, and he does. McArdle passes this puck over to Maserado, something like that. Matarazzo. Here we go. Puck comes back over to McArdle. McArdle stepping up, top of the circle, passes over into the middle for Jordan Cox. Fires this, goes wide into the corner, back out for Danny McArdle. McArdle back over to Cox, rips that one, save. Puck is loose in the crease. That gets popped and deflected high up into the sky, gloved down by Criscolo. Criscolo takes this up against the boards, sends this back to Danny McArdle. McArdle, center point, over on the side, and that's Van Aaron, I'm sorry, takes that shot, deflected over onto the side. Weinbar coming out with this puck for JCC. Weinbar shot off the face of Spiro Markoulis, and that goes up and out of play. Look at it. Here's Weinbar coming in, takes that shot, goes right off the face. Wish you could see it better. The netting, though, gets in the way. It's not. Some of it might be my camera, but McArdle takes that puck off the face-off. McArdle loses Bismarck behind the net. Here comes Danny McArdle over the blue line. Drop pass back for Van Aaron. Van Aaron back to McArdle in deep. McArdle in the trapezoid sends us up on the hash marks to Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer stepping forward. Kinzer with the quick stick sends us out to the center point. Shares a shot and goes right into the glove of Lenny Dormio. So it's a nice play by Kinzer. Sends this out into the middle for Matarazzo. Dances with it. Matarazzo catch. Back over. There's a one-timer from Kinzel. And a nice save by Lenny Dormio. Face-off won by Hofstra. We got 20 seconds to go in the penalty kill for JCC. Puck comes back over for Criscolo. Shot, save made. Lenny Dormio in the corner. Rook centering pass. Pushed back out for Criscolo. Criscolo at the blue line sends this up for Rook. Rook shot kicked away. This goes over to Casola. Casola back to Criscolo. Criscolo sends this in deep for Buglione. Buglione loses that puck. Buglione with it at the hash marks. Buglione pushed off of that puck, and the teams are even. JCC is at full strength. Puck sent around. Held at the point by Criscolo. Criscolo backhands this up. This gets sent back out to Van Wee. Van Wee moves this forward and turned over, though. Kinzer with it for Hofstra. Kinzer in, shot, blocker save. Puck goes high, drops down, grabbed by Carson Barrett. Barrett pushed into the boards, back behind the net by Kinzer. Kinzer takes on Jimmy Reynolds. Now Van Wee has it. Van Wee sends this out, goes off the skates of Jacob Rook. Turned back over, and Matt Casola moving up with this. Casola hitting to the boards by Owen Bismarck. Puck played around by Carson Barrett on the far side. And now Brock Spalding has this. Good old number 8 shot, save made, Spiro Markoulis. Centering off the blocker, Spiro Markoulis. Hofstra trying to pop this puck out. O'Brien drops it off. Bismarck takes it away. Bismarck coming in over the blue line. Shot goes off the glass. I think Markoulis got a piece of it. Played on by Rosa. Rosa backhands this around onto the far side. Aloisio trying to play on it. Pushed back by Miles Hughes. Aloisio able to send this down the length of the ice. No icing. Lenny Dormio grabs that puck, plays it all the way around. Picked up by Schnatter at the point. Schnatter trying to draw that up. Gets blocked, though, by Kellen Duffy. Puck sent behind onto the far corner. Jacob Amadon grabs it. Amadon sends this out into the neutral zone. Miles is not going to be able to get to it. Nick Aloisio sends this in deep. And that's an icing because Aloisio is all the way back by his own blue line. That'll bring the faceoff all the way back down by Spiro Markoulis. With 7:45 to go in this 3-3 tie game. Face off to the left side of Markoulis. Won by JCC. Brought back at the point. Barrett trying to send this up. Bismarck takes 2 tries but gets this in deep. Played on by Dean Rosa. Rosa moves up along the boards to Schnatter. Schnatter passes it to Feza. Feza sends it into the middle. Jack Mills steals it. Coming back with this puck. Here's JCC. Passed over. Puck passed over to Quinn Carey. And that gets gobbled up by Spiro Markoulis. 7:21 to go in regulation. I have no idea if there's overtime. I guess there's got to be because one of these teams is going to play in the championship and one team's going to play in the consolation. Face off to the left side of Spiro Markoulis. Comes back for Jimmy Reynolds. Reynolds passes this over for Duffy. Duffy fires this in, and Markoulis covers it up again. 7:15 to go in the game. Faceoff comes back. JCC shot blocked. Puck taken back. Matarazzo. Matarazzo hits the blue line, dumps his puck in, rips all the way around onto the near side. Van Aaron trying to play it, can't. Chris Kulo sends this into the middle. Puck taken away, though, by Van Wee. Van Wee moves his puck forward. Shot taken by Quinn Carey, gets blocked. Carey runs into the fist of Chris Kulo. Puck coasts its way over against the boards. That gets sent down the length of the ice by Hofstra, and that's going to be an icing. We'll bring this face-off all the way back down by Spiro Markoulis again. 6:37 to go in this third period. Face-off, Matt Matarazzo and Owen Van Brocklin. Centering pass attempted by Brock Spalding. Gets blocked. Goes back into the trapezoid. Van Brocklin back to play it. Puck sent up along the boards, and coming out with it is James Van Aaron. Van Aaron got this past Carson Barrett. I mean, not Barrett, excuse me, Jimmy Reynolds. It was a lot of work, but he got it past him. Kellen Duffy sends this into the trapezoid, chases after, tries passing it to Jimmy, not able to get it to him. Has to chase it down in the corner. Matt Matarazzo coming over to play on that puck as well. Duffy trying to backhand it up along the boards. Matarazzo getting pushed up against the boards by Van Brocklin. Matarazzo gets that puck out for Van Aaron. Van Aaron gets hit by Duffy. Duffy pulls that puck with them, sends this back into the corner. Let somebody else go to work. Nick Buglione going in after it, as is Tanner Esposito. Puck comes out, and with it is Owen Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin over the blue line, cuts his way into the middle. Van Brocklin passes it over, and shot. Oh, nothing doing. This goes back into the trapezoid. Out in front, shot, save. Esposito, backhand shot, save made. Spiro Markoulis. Looks like they tried that soft shot again. Maybe it's by design, but it did not work out. Again, let's check that replay out. How far back did this go? What's that? What? It's another shot on goal, grabbed by Markoulis. Face-off push towards the goal. Chased down by Weinbar, but grabbed by Hofstra. Held in by Van Wee. He dumps his puck back in. Dylan Kinzer there to play on it. Kinzer back in the trapezoid, sends this up along the boards, and that's going to be an icing. Yeah, they're waiting for our player to cross the red line, or waiting for the player to cross the red line before they blow the whistle, not when the puck goes. A little interesting. You know, Ryan, I see you tried to explain the difference in icing in college, and I don't think I understand what you said. Kinzer with the puck, trying to send it up along the boards, grabbed by Jordan Cox. Cox weaving his way through, pulls that between his legs, shot taken, Buglione. Nothing happening, coming back the other way with this puck. I can't see who it is. Oh, it's Owen. It's Owen Bismarck. Cox with this puck again. Jordan over the blue line. Jordan winds up, shot, save, Lenny Dormio. Puck drops down into his lap, and he's going to hold it there. 4:34 to go in regulation. Face off to the right side of Lenny Dormio. Owen Van Brocklin sends this into the corner. Play behind the net by Kellen Duffy. Sent up along the boards. Brock Spalding sends this all the way across. Jacob Amadon rode the blue line to stay on sides. Now goes in trying to attack after that puck. Ripped around Chris Colo. Trying to play it out. Held in by Spalding. Danny McCardle, gets that puck out. Jimmy Reynolds back to play on it. Reynolds tried passing this puck over to Owen Van Brocklin, and it ends up going on net. Dormio spins over. Well, that was a fancy move to make that save. 4:01 remaining in the third. Faceoff goes over to the far corner, passed out by Barrett, held by McCardle. McCardle flings this right back in to the JCC zone. Pass out into the front, and that gets tipped, but not caught. Makes its way out into the neutral zone. Bismarck going in with it. Bismarck loses it to Chris Colo, yanks his foot out from underneath him. Save, shot. No idea why Bismarck didn't get rung up for the trip when he lifted the skate of Chris Colo up in the air with the blade of his stick. I mean, he didn't mean to trip him, but he still tripped him. And then it ended up with a scoring opportunity. Had that been a goal, Hofstra would have gone absolutely bonkers. There's a shot on net, save made by Markoulis, and that gets ripped down the length of the ice for an icing. 3:23 to go. Look at all the threes up on that scoreboard. 3:23, 3-3 in the third, 37 shots to 22 shots. Oh, Ryan, thank you for explaining that again. This puck gets cleared. And it's an icing. So race to the hash marks. You know what? Instead of the puck or the red line makes a lot of sense. 41 to 27. Well, that ruins my threes, Mr. Dormio. Faceoff comes back. Barrett not able to catch it at the point. Skates his puck back into his zone. Tries snapping it back up. Grab by Kinzer. Kinzer curls around and has that puck taken away by Weinbar. Cameron sends this in through the neutral zone, chasing it down his own end. James Van Aaron. Van Aaron passes over to Del Panino, excuse me. Sends this down. Barrett plays this over to Van Wee. Van Wee skating up with this puck. Tried to hit Owen Bismarck on the far side. Missed him. You see there, Weinbar was, I guess he didn't beat him to the hash mark, huh? Needs to skate harder. Len, so there's the scorekeeper. He's doing music, he's doing the PA announcing, and he's doing the score clock. So he's got a lot of work going on there. Don't hold it against him if he's not keeping the shots straight. Trust me, I know what it's like to do more than one job at a time. There's a shot taken by Jacob Rook. Save made. Puck sent over onto the side. Jack Mills picks it up. Mills flings this into the neutral. Criscolo throws it at Jacob Rook. That's a definition of a hand pass if I ever saw one. Any more of a hand pass, and he might be playing for the Jets. See, he didn't complete the pass. You get it? Here's the faceoff in the neutral zone. Owen Van Brocklin taking the draw. Stepping around is Jordan Cox. Couldn't get to it. Jacob Hammond snaps his puck back into the neutral zone. Played by Danny McCardle. Sends it back out. Jordan Cox one times it across. Kellen Duffy catches it. Duffy trying to weave his way through. Gets over the blue line. Duffy diving at that puck. Gets a shot off. Markoulis sends us over to the side. Danny McCardle coming out with this puck. Passes it up. And who is that? That is Nico Buglione is offsides. Let's take a look and see if I catch that. Puck comes down. Buglione will be on the right hand. Oh, there he is over the line. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Samantha Van Brocklin is not the same if you're not at the game. Just saying. Centering pass. Oh, just tipped away. Amadon not able to get that one-timer. Nice job by the Hofstra defense getting a piece of that puck. Amadon, little short pass to Sam Stone. Stone over the blue line. Haven't seen him on the ice in a while. Shot goes high up into the air. Drops down. Knocked over on the side. Amadon trying to play it. Gets flicked out. Caught by Van Wee. Van Wee fires that. I think that went off of the knee of Cox and somebody else. Picked up by Danny McCardle. McCardle coming out with this puck. McCardle weaving his way into the neutral zone. McCardle dumps this puck in, and he cuts across to go chase after it as Carson Barrett picks that puck up. Barrett passes it back to Van Wee. Nate, I thought he passed it. Missed it. 1 minute remaining in regulation. That puck goes off of McCardle. No icing. McCardle sends this around. Grabbed by Matarazzo. Matarazzo over the blue line into the O-zone. Matarazzo winds up. Shot save. Lenny Dormio. And the loose puck is picked up by Jimmy Reynolds. Gets it to Sam Stone. Stone fires this across. There's a check into the boards. Puck grabbed by Kinzer. Kinzer passes this puck up for Casola. Casola sends this up for Van Aaron. Van Aaron can't get to it. Off the boards. Van Aaron tried centering. Off of Casola. Casola centers. Shot taken by Matarosa. And that gets covered up by Lenny Dormio. Nice grab by Lenny. Matarazzo took that last shot. A great ripper. Lenny Dormio able to get enough of it. 17.3 seconds to go. Matarazzo in for the faceoff against Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar's going to try to send this up along the boards. Matarazzo tries to get it to net, dives after it. Puck goes behind the goal. Kellen Duffy sends this around. Jack Mills chasing after it. 10 seconds. Mills over the blue line. Puck is loose. Grabbed by Weinbar. Weinbar sends this across. And that puck went out of play. I hit netting something. I don't even know where it is. And we got a timeout for JCC. Jefferson Community College taking a timeout with 3.1 seconds to go in regulation. What an incredible game. So Casey Garrish going over what the overtime rules are with the officials. It's a good time to talk about it. So it looks like they're going to switch sides, barring a goal in the next 3.1 seconds. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, I think is what I heard. So they will switch sides. It'll be a 5-minute overtime period of 3-on-3 hockey. What a game. What a way to open up the 2024 Burning Leaves tournament. But remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Only you. Those talks from Smokey Bear. Here, I thought the whole time in the 80s, all the fires, wildfires in California were my fault because I wasn't over there stopping them. That's why Gen X is full of anxiety. X for anxiety. Cameron Weinbar is going to take the face-off against Matt Matarazzo. Pulls his puck back, and that's going to do it. We're heading to overtime. I don't think we're going to have an ice cut. Well, I almost wish we would, because I think my goalie camera batteries are going to die. We'll see. Yep, 5 minutes sudden death or sudden win. Just depends on which side you're looking at. So they do switch sides. Lenny Dormio heading down to his goal. Words of wisdom being dispelled from the coaches. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to Dollar General. Power Play Sports, the old exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services for all of your interior and exterior cleaning needs. Check them out at exteriorcleaning315.com. Sparks and Recreation and All Wheel Auto. Go see the Giles on Route 104 in New Haven for all of your all-wheel drive automobile needs. Streamside RV Park and Golf Course on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski. If you want to be greenside, you've got to be streamside. And Divots Restaurant and Bar, located in the clubhouse of Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. And you saw also in there was Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory. Waiting for the clock to run out so that our timekeeper can put 5 freshies up there. So this game started off with 3 goals in the first period by Hofstra, and JCC has 3 unanswered goals of their own. Cameron Weinbar with this puck. 3-on-3. Loses this puck. It goes over to Buglione. Buglione goes back behind his net. Buglione's out there with McCardle and Jordan Cox. You got Cameron Weinbar, Owen Bismarck, and Carson Barrett for JCC. McCardle passes this puck up for Jordan Cox. Cox over the blue line. Fancy stick work, takes that shot. Save made, Lenny Dormio. Cox in at the corner. Barrett on him. Cox centering pass. Dormio gets enough of it. Pushes it over to the side. Now it's in the trapezoid. Out in front, backhand across the paint. Nobody there. Puck goes on the far side. Jordan Cox. Buglione asking for it. Cox wrapped up with Barrett. Barrett guarding that puck using both of his feet. And no sticks. Bismarck takes that puck away. Owen Bismarck skating down with this puck now. Over the blue line into the offensive end. Tries lifting it up. Shot. Save made. Rebound comes out. Barrett. Got to be careful. You don't want to let those guys behind you. Barrett gets that puck over to Weinbar. Weinbar to Bismarck. Bismarck cutting across the slot and has that puck poked away by McCardle. Danny McCardle going after Owen along the sides. Has him pressed up. Puck gets passed up to Buglione. Buglione tries clear. It goes off of Weinbar right back to Bismarck and Danny McArdle. Stick knocked free. Weinbar going, sends this up to Barrett. Barrett couldn't get that shot off. Now coming back the other way. It's a 2-on-0. Buglione going. Barrett chasing. Centering pass. And McArdle goes into the goal. That's not how sudden death works, Danny. And now he's doing push-ups. What a stud. What a game to be a part of. 3:04 remaining in regulation. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone because Danny McArdle took that net out. Owen Van Brocklin in to take the face-off against Matt Matarazzo. Matarazzo wins, pulls his puck over to the side. Kinzer pushes it in. Puck taken away, though, by Kellen Duffy. Duffy passes over to Jack Mills. Mills tried passing this up. Matarazzo blocks it, goes right back to Jack. Jack drops this puck back to Kellen. Kellen drifting, gives this back up to Jack. Jack backhands this forward for Van Brocklin. Owen in at the hash mark, looking, sends this over across. The puck is loose. Oh, knocked off of it is Jack Mills. Kinsley coming in with this puck. Now Kinzer in it deep at the red line. He gets hit by Kellen Duffy. I cannot see where that puck is. I'm going to have to get more cameras. Duffy knocks this free, but Kinzer comes, takes, turns, shot, save, rebound, goes off the glass, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Matarazzo picks this puck up. Matarazzo backhands this over for Van Aaron. Van Aaron chases this down. He wasn't quite ready for it. He was Chrising while the puck was crossing. Van Aaron passes this back behind the net for, I can't see who it is. Puck pass up to Matarazzo. Oh, it's Matarazzo, Van Aaron, and Chris Culo. Matarazzo coming in with this puck, and they're offside. No, Van Aaron was over the line. 1:49 to go in this overtime period. I would hate for this to go to a shootout. But the next game's supposed to start in 20 minutes. They haven't even warmed up yet. Jordan Cox facing off against Weinbar. Puck goes over to Casola. Casola forced over and ridden on the back by Jimmy Reynolds. Gets that puck out into the neutral zone. Criscola with it. Sends this across where people are not. Stepping up, Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar in the middle, spinning around. Gives this puck over to, I forgot who else is out there with them. Jimmy Reynolds. Couldn't get that shot off. Puck picked up. Matt Casola gets this out into the neutral zone. Drifting back, though, is Weinbar. Weinbar passes puck up to Bismarck. Bismarck skates over the blue line. Drop pass for Jimmy. Shot low. Rebound. Nothing doing. Puck taken away by Criscolo. Coming back the other way with it now. Here's Casolo. Casolo. Shot. Save. Lenny Dormio. Rebound goes into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right side of Lenny with just over a minute to go in this overtime period. Matt Matarazzo is going to take the face-off against Owen Bismarck. Puck gets pulled back. Danny McArdle chasing it down in the neutral zone. He's got Bismarck on him. Final minute as announced by the announcer. On the far side, Van Aaron trying to play it. Having a hard time keeping that puck on his stick. Van Aaron has it. Backhands this up to Matarazzo. Matarazzo dances that puck around Bismarck. Matarazzo over the blue line into the ozone. Drop pass back for Van Aaron. Van Aaron drifts in deep. He goes into the corner, pass it back for Matarazzo. Matarazzo, top of the slot, gives this over for McArdle. McArdle shot, save made, Lenny Dormio. And Lenny talking sweet nothings to that puck, thanking that puck for listening to him. I told you goalies are weird. They talk to pucks and posts and crossbars and all of their equipment. There's the face-off against the boards. Carson Barrett picks it up. 30 seconds to go. Barrett in front of his net passes this over for Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar over the blue line. Weinbar's got Owen Van Brocklin. Shot wide left. He saw white. He couldn't get it in there, though. This is passed back for Cameron. Cameron couldn't quite reach it. Grabs this puck at the hash mark. Sends this into the corner for Owen. Van Brocklin to Weinbar. One touch kicked away by Markolis. Puck is loose in the corner, and that's going to do it. That's the end of overtime. So now the officials are going to ask Coach Garish what the rules are now. So now we're going to go to a shootout. Winner of this shootout goes to the championship game. So let's go over some of this. Championship game is tomorrow at 5 p.m. The consolation game is tomorrow at 2:30. So one of these teams will play at 2:30 and one at 5. The winner plays at 5. All right, so the goalies switch sides again. Why is there no sound from the ice? Oh, Jerry or Junior Rye? Because I can't figure out how to get a microphone down there close enough, right? This is just me doing this, and I'm manning 4 cameras and doing play-by-play. So I've tried different solutions. It just doesn't seem to work out well for me, and I'm not sure why. All right, starting off, Jordan Cox coming in. Shot save, Lenny Dormio. First shooter for JCC is going to be number 19, Owen Bismarck. Bismarck coming in over the blue line. And a save made, Spiro Markoulis. Second shooter for Hofstra, number 16, James Van Eren. Save, Lenny Dormio. So, Jerry, feel free to donate money so I can find a better solution. Cameron Weinbar, next shooter for JCC. Oh, and that goes off of Spiro Markoulis for the save. Next shooter for Hofstra, number 11, Matt Matarazzo. Oh, and it's a goal! Matt Matarazzo with the goal. See if we have time for the replay here before Carson Barrett. Oh, I didn't do a good job of catching it, did I? Here's Carson Barrett for JCC. Oh, and he misses. And Hofstra wins. The Hofstra University Pride going on to the championships at 5 p.m. tomorrow, right in the middle of dinner. JCC will be playing in the consolation game at 2:30 tomorrow. What an incredible game here from the Saranac Lake Civic Center in Saranac Lake in the beautiful Adirondack Park, home of the 2024 Burning Leaves Tournament hosted by Paul Smith's College. Thank you all for watching. I am glad to be here for you guys. Aw, thanks, Jess. Weird not seeing you at a hockey game too. So anyway, from Saranac Lake Civic Center, I am the Dan-Dalin, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.